I was not expecting to do this video today until I opened up my email yesterday and saw everything that Kickstarter and crowdfunding was kicking out. So we're doing this video because there's a lot of good games coming. Hello and welcome to Assorted Meeples. I'm Phillip the Meeple on duty, and today we are doing some crowdfunding because there are games worth checking out, and I wanted to point them out to you guys. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, first up, this is not a board game at all. This is adjacent stuff, but AllPlay puts out some really great games, and I want to point out their bags because I do know that their tables and their board game bags are really good as well. This is also putting out 4 different artists' playmats as well. I didn't realize that. I just knew about their new bag, which includes wheels. So you don't have to carry your 65 pounds of games anymore. You can just tote them around behind you. Now, this, I honestly have to say, this is one of their most spread out and kind of hard to follow campaign pages by far. But it is honestly one of their coolest. Like, there's this little thing right here in the middle where they're showing the mat and they have it scrolling through. That's a gorgeous touch. And so they're kind of talking about 2 different things. I didn't realize that board game tables, AllPlay, had this many games. Most of the games getting shoved in there are their games, and I didn't realize their game catalog was that big already. They have it interspersed with influencers talking about their bags that they use. They have good videos showing all the different ways you can run around with this bag, including by the handle, by the shoulder strap, wheeling it, and carrying it as a backpack. Really fabulous. They do a really good job of showing all their stuff off. It's just kind of pushed together, squished together, moved around here and there. You're not getting as straight of everything, like just linearly going down. They have a rotating thing of pledges. We'll get to that in a minute. If you go all in, you get a free token from one of their mini games, their small boxes, which is pretty darn cool. The rolling game bag now with wheels. This is the same size as their big one. It just has a wheelie loaded into it, so you can take your games and set them up like that. They have a scrolling wheel of all the big box games that will fit in there. And okay, let's get down to it. Yeah, there's the video showing all the different ways you can pull it. Shoulder strap, hand straps, and then backpack. It's insulated so you can drop your games and probably won't have any damage done. Water resistant. There's room for all sorts of stuff on the outside as well. Let's skip down here. The artist illustrated playmats are pretty nice. These are padded as well as thick neoprene. So they're showing how you can easily smudge into them and not ruin your card, but be able to pick up your cards really quick. The 3 sizes they have is pretty cool. 2.5. What was it? 2.5 by 4, 3 by 5, and 3.5 by 5.5. Those are really good sizes, and it comes in a nice carrying case when you take it with you. Good, all good things to have. And the artists themselves, Ian O'Toole, phenomenal. Sandra Tang, I know both of those artists, and I love all the work that they've done on games. I'm not even Kwanchai Moria. That is, I don't know that artist at all, but that is some fabulous artwork. And then Devin Rue, I know of from the credits of Critical Role there, made a phenomenal map for them. And I actually kind of like that one. So let's go ahead and get into here what we're doing. They have their lightweight bag, which is $7. It will hold 20 pounds, and it's water resistant. Very nice. You have, it looks like 4 different color choices or 5 different color choices. You can take one of their basic play mats, which there's the 3 sizes that were, but it's 5 basic colors. Premium bag for $60. And then the illustrated ones for $70. And the new rolling game bag for $100. To get a rolling bag and an artist play mat, you're going to get it for $150. So you're getting a bit of a discount, and that's actually pretty cool. Setup, you can get a full pack of them, all 4 of them, for $239 or $240. And I don't know if that price changes for the small one or the biggest one. It all just depends on the size you need. So that's kind of everything going on here. I'm talking about this because they make really good products, and I love their all their games. I just don't have a game bag, I didn't realize they had nice neoprene mats to buy. So moving on, we have Rise of Babel by Bedouin Games. Now, these guys are the guys that created The Flood, which was a really, really interesting looking game on Noah's Ark. Rise of Babel is about the building of the Tower of Babel, and it is a card drafting game. We'll get into it. There's a lot of stuff going on here. They kind of threw a bunch of stuff at the start of the thing of why back now. Very solid deck builder with engaging and interesting spatial puzzle by Phillip. That's saying something. Smooth deck building, tense player interaction, beautiful art. Seriously. Yeah, those two I have huge respect for, Sam McDonald and Phillip, because they make some really amazing games as well. So if they're saying it's sticking out to them, it's good. Skipping down here, we have some of the previews for it. If you want to check them out, go right ahead. A lot of pictures of this game. A lot of pictures. Let's get down to the how to play here. You're going to draw 5 cards. You're going to choose one of the 2 actions on there. You're going to be upgrading your warehouse so you can do more actions. Then you're going to be placing tiles of resources into your hand or onto the towers. You're going to be moving your elephant to drop stuff off, it looks like. And then when a tile is finished, you score it and move on to the next one. And there's small towers and the big main tower as well. There's the rule books if you want to check it out. Now, it looks like the base game of Rise of Babel is a little simpler. So if you're looking for a nice, simple game, if you're looking for something a little more challenging, you can download it, or you can get the Fall of Man expansion, and that's going to give you quite a bit more gameplay and a little heavier of a rule set. It is available on Tabletop Simulator if you want to go there and get it. Down here, they have really well laid out what you're getting in it. So if you're getting the base game for $50, you're getting your standard copy of everything, your cardboard chits, all that. The expansion is $25, comes with unique player powers, asymmetric player powers, that's the word I was looking for. And so you're going to be able to pick the character you're playing as. Then they have the legendary box, which is $175, which has all the expansions and everything like that, plus deluxe tiles and tokens, plus dual layered everything, plus 3D printed towers that you set up as you build. They went the extra yard and really made it quite awesome. So if you're backing, you get a bunch of stuff, and a bunch of stuff is thrown in there. These are the add-ons, so double-sided play mat. The timeline, this is supposed to come out on in October of 2025, which feels like a long time away, but they're giving themselves quite a bit of time from the Kickstarter to the start of production to the end of production. That's actually the one I'm kind of like, wow, that's a lot of time. That's basically 6 months to produce. Feel like a lot of games, once they hit the production stage, they're already there. The backing points, you're looking at $50 for the base game, which isn't bad. Tower of Babel, or the Rise of Babel, with the expansion of the Fall of Man, is $75. Again, actually not bad. The all-in gameplay, this is not the legendary, this is the all-in gameplay. This will get you every piece to play with, plus the game mat is $95. And the deluxe package with the wonderful case and the 3D minis and all, or 3D tower pieces, which go way above and beyond, unless you really, really want that, then it's $175. So this looks really good. The legendary is only $20 to ship, so it's not that much on top of everything else. That is Rise of Babel. So go check it out. I know about this one through Andrew Bosley, who is the artist for this game, and it looks absolutely stellar. Wandering Galaxy by Plaid Hat Games. This is one that I was watching and I forgot that I thought it had come and gone already and was already on market, but it popped in too, and I'm like, oh, I remember that. That looks really fun. Wandering Galaxies, a Crossroads game, is a narrative sci-fi where you and a few people who tolerate one another play the roles of hopeful spacers who dream of getting rich and famous while staying alive doing so. Choose a species for your character, build a background for them, and then select a unique station on the ship to control. Play with your personal deck of cards and customize it every playthrough as your character finds gear and makes friends and learns valuable new skills. Like that little bit right there makes me want this all the more. A little bit of a discount. We'll get into that in a bit. This is a continuation of their Crossroads series. The first of two are right here, Forgotten Waters and Freelancers. This is designed by Jerry Hawthorne, who has Mice and Mystics, Familiar Tales, and Stuffed Fables as part of his resume. All really, really great games that are thematically strong and have really great storytelling in them as well. You're going to be creating a character. You're going to be leveling him up. You're going to choose a command center that you're going to be in charge of and doing all the challenge checks for. You're going to be traveling through space using your cards. You're going to be using a game book that you'll have to fill out challenges to complete and do your jobs. You're going to build your deck so that you get bonuses on everything, especially when you're going through challenges like fighting monsters and all that stuff. You're going to be able to upgrade your ship that you just bought, and the game doesn't end until you pay off the loan shark who you bought the spaceship from in the first place. What's in the box? Wayrings, ship standee, location book, map, all your standard stuff you're going to need. This is I will not forget to mention this. There's a lot of stuff you're going to be getting in here. Which is really cool and really well done from the look of it. Everything is very strong. You can read the rule book right there. There is a companion app. This is fully voiced in the app, doing the story and the campaign mode and all that stuff. I think that's really great. That is the downside of this game that I was not expecting. I did not realize it was going to be a companion app where they're reading it to you. Now, it does say you can download this and have it as playing in the background. It doesn't that much because it is a browser-based app rather than a full-on app. You can check out a little bit if you want to hear it. Now, this is the third game in the series. You have Freelancers and you have Forgotten Waters, and you can actually get a bundle of all three of them for $130, which sounds amazing, actually. Let's actually give it a look and see what these are. So $60 for the game alone, $100 for Galaxy and Forgotten Waters, which I've heard amazing things about Forgotten Waters. Or for the other two, and then 100, where's it at? 120 for the whole, or 130 for the whole bundle, which for 3 games, that breaks down to like $22 a game. That's a lot of game for, no, I did my math all wrong. $42. Shut up. 43, something like that. Wow, I did really bad math. Pardon that. That is all we have on this one. This looks fabulous. There is there's a couple good previews, and you can see everything you can get. You can get extra books for the thing, and the shipping in the United States at least is only $10, so that is a pretty darn good deal. So for $140, possibly some change thrown in there, you're going to get 3 good games that you can pick from if you know you like these games already. Moving on to, oopsie, this is down at the bottom. Let's get back up to the top. 20 Strong Tanglewoods is a joint venture between Chip Theory Games and Manny Tremblay. Now, Manny Tremblay approached them after they started the 20 Strong campaign, and he said, I'm in, I have an idea, let's talk. And they were talking before the end of the campaign last year. And what we have is the white, red, and gold decks, and it looks to be absolutely fabulous. All the artwork is Manny Tremblay artwork, so if that's your style, then go right ahead and dig in. I love the fact that this is the day 2, and they're at $416 and $36.39 backers on this one, which is funny because this is a solo-only game, meaning there are 3,650 people who want this game. Now, I haven't pledged yet, so that number is going to be one higher at least before the end of this. They are giving out some extra heroes here just for free for backing. Such absolute gorgeous artwork. I'm a sucker for his artwork. This game again runs the 20 strong dice system, so you're going to be rolling your dice to resolve. You're going to have cards that you are going through as well. Cards will be flippable, allowing players to experience different aspects of the game depending on which card was flipped up. They also go a strong way to say a new manufacturer was found after the last 20 strong game ran into errors in their dice. So they're clearly stating they're going with Galen for all of this. Hopefully that will clear up some of the dice settling issue and all that stuff. They have already stated that they are not offering the original dice as way, but what you're going to get in the core box is the rules, the dice, rules of play. So let's get down here. I love that this is all 6 of those dice, and they already have the Cloud Spire coming in and working. A lot of testimonials from people, and how we're playing, you're going to be traversing the Tanglewoods, and you're going to be moving through all of it. So let's get down here. Hold on, skip down. There's a lot of really good information here. If you want to download and read the rule books, they're there. I have mine. I'm not going to go read the red rule books. I can wait until it gets here. So in red, you are going to be trailing through the forest, and you eventually have to fight the big bad wolf. Now, you want to upcoming paths, determining whether the paths laid out ahead of you are daytime, easier, or nighttime, harder. The further ahead you explore, the more agency you will have of choosing from the branching, twisting one. Might even say tangled paths. They're huge on their puns. Along the way, you'll encounter minions to battle, campfires to rest at, fables to enrich your story, and even run into some fearsome members of the wolf pack. Terrifying, stifling wolves. The big bad wolf himself. Each member of the wolf pack will provide stiff challenge, and you can choose your paths to avoid them if you want. However, each one left alive will provide a powerful buff to the big bad wolf at the end. So you have to balance how you either you avoid it all and take on a super powered big bad wolf, or you get beat up along the way and hope you still survive. Each one of these has a overview video, which I need to sit and watch. The gold one, you are going around the map based off of northeast, southwest. You are fighting the three bears, and yeah, you can draw them out with the merchant. The White Woods, you are fighting off monsters, and the evil stepmother is at the end of it. They all look fabulous, and again, they all have that. Skipping down, there's a Baby Yaga campaign expansion that will tie all three games together, giving you a slightly different way to play, and does make it a little more challenging. Let's go ahead and campaign discounts, free promos, be a part of the community. So the rewards, you can get the base box, which doesn't have any of the decks in it. It's just got the box and the dice and I think the hero pack in here. Yeah, the hero pack. So you don't actually get any of the games. Or you can get for $60, you can get the bundle of all the games. For $70, you get core box, gold, white. That should, I'm going to assume this actually has the red in it. Very strong red, basic rules. I'm going to assume, oh yeah, 20 strong red. There we go. Just kept missing it. So you get everything for $70. If you haven't bought in yet, you can get the Solar Sentinels and everything for $130. The strategists are all taken. I have yet to see that button evergreen, but I'm not waiting on it every time. So I wanted to actually there are a bunch of stretch goals already unlocked. Let's go ahead and jump down here to the add-ons. So you have the 2 core boxes you can pick up. You can pick up a deck of any kind you want for $20. You can pick up promos for cheaper, or the Baby Yaga. This is the one that I'm very tempted to get right now. It's the 20 strong dice, alloy dice and tracker chip. Those are just gorgeous. My only problem after playing this game for a few times, the dice are honestly too small, in my opinion. I'd like them a little bigger than what they are, but that is a personal thing, not I think everybody should believe this way thing. They also have storage boxes, which 3-deck storage box. I already have 3 and I'm going to be up to 6. So 20 box storage. They said this will fit in crosswise in a Calyx cubby, but it will not fit wide. So you can't just have it ready to flip up, which feels like a myth to me. Chip theory feels like a myth. Maybe switch your thingy here so it goes the other way so you can get into it nice and easy. I don't know. You guys can figure it out. I just wanted to take a minute today to talk about those games because they all came out all at once and I was not expecting it. So I wanted to go show you guys just in case some of them popped up that you're like, oh yeah, I remember that, and seeing about that. So all of these are really great choices. It's just a matter of how you choose to play or what you want to spend your money on. So I just wanted to get the information in front of you. Go ahead and leave a comment below which games you liked and would want to play yourself. And I will talk to you guys next time. All right. Bye.
If you like what you just saw, please support us by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more great gaming content.